Hi friends, welcome to Rita's Paper Motif. I'm Rita, and today I wanted to share some things I created using that gold dipped card and envelope packet along with the ephemera and sentiment combo. Before we get started though, I just want to invite you to Rita's Paper Motif. Starting tomorrow, I'll be sharing pictures of the cards I made using the gold dip cards and envelopes and ephemera and sentiments. So I'll start posting them tomorrow, and there's a lot of them. I actually made 60 cards. Only a few were duplicates of each other, and so it'll take me a while to get them all on the website. Also, while you're at the website, I encourage you to go to the home page, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can subscribe to my newsletter. If you're watching here on Facebook, please consider following me. And if you're watching on YouTube, then I definitely would like to encourage you to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you'll be notified of any new content that I upload. All right, let's get started. So a while back, I briefly shared with you the idea of the gold dipped cards and envelope packet along with the ephemera and the sentiment packet. So the ephemera and the sentiments and the cards, in my estimation, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. So these cards are very sturdy cards, and this is what they look like. This is the green version. So they come in Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Night of Navy. They're 9 cards and 9 envelopes. These are what the envelopes look like. So the envelopes look just like the front of the card, with the flap being the same corresponding color. So you have everything. You have the envelope and the card, and then if you get the ephemera package, you could decorate your card. And the sentiment, you could use a sentiment from, they're very nice sentiments. You could use a sentiment on your card and you're good to go. All you need to add from your stash or from your inventory would be glue. So it's a win-win situation. And if you're like some of us, so I could see why you would go that route. So if you're in a hurry to get your Christmas cards done, maybe you have so much going on that you just need to do it in a quick and efficient way, then I would highly recommend this. If you're new to paper crafting and you don't have a lot of inventory to enhance the cards, then this is the way to go. If you're not sure if you're into paper crafting or not, definitely this is the way to go. All you need to add is glue. But I want to show you today some things that I did with the card and envelope package, the ephemera, and the sentiment. Now you can also do card tags if you want to get this package too. But I have so many tags I didn't go that route. But you definitely could. You could even get it for the ephemera that goes on the tags. All right, let's look at some of those projects that I did. Now, I don't want to show you, or I'm not going to show you, I do want to, but I'm not going to show you every card I made because I made a lot. I made 60 cards, and so that would take a long time to share those with you. But like I said, if you go to the website, starting tomorrow, you'll be able to visualize each card and what I did to end up with that card. All right, this is one of the cards I made. This is a pocket card, and I will sometimes at Christmas time give gift cards. So this tag offers the opportunity for me to attach the gift card here and then some decoration there. I did cut up the red card base, and so I also scored it so that I could fold in the sides and the bottom to create that pocket. And then I used the ephemera. So this is hot chocolate, obviously, in a cup, and just some of the ephemera that looks like the pine that I put right here. So obviously I'm going to be giving a gift card. That would be either to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or somewhere where the person I give this to will be able to pick up some coffee and enjoy it on me. And so it's based on some, or it's adhered to some real red cardstock. And then I did put a piece of basic white on the back so that if I want to write a message, I can. And then I used some cord that came from a kit or something. I can't remember where it came from. But obviously if you see ribbon or twine or something, you're gonna know you need to pull it, right? So, so yeah, I put that on that card. Then also I wanted to show you this card. So this is ephemera from the ephemera package. This is a sentiment from the sentiment package, and this is on the blue. So this is a top folding card. And then I just put some adhesive dots on it to decorate it. But I love the sentiment because it really does take up some room. I mean, it stands out on your card. You could put this on dimensionals. I did not, but I did put the little drum set on dimensionals, and then I just added the adhesive back dots. So there's that one. And then I wanted to show you this card. I think I might have posted it on Facebook, but this is using the Home Builder Punch, the Merriest of Trees die set for that little tree. The ephemera from Santa Sleigh is ephemera from the ephemera packet, and then the deer or elk that are, you know, they are supposed to be reindeer, are right here to look like Santa's sleigh flying over the house. And the ho 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 is from a previous stamp set that I had in my stash. And then of course I used the gold, I believe this was an envelope and not card base that I used right here. I did cut up my envelopes, even though I don't always, just because they're so beautiful and just would be great on some cards. So there's that. And then this is one of my favorites. So when I created this card originally in the planning stage, I didn't mean for it to open this way because I thought it would be top folding. But as I started creating, I kind of had forgotten about that. And then what I did is I took the perennial postage dies and I made a template. You know, I just positioned them on a piece of basic white cardstock, and once I ran it through my die machine, then it left the openings that look like the, you know, the sides of a stamp, right? And so stamps come with all kinds of images on them and different sizes. So I thought I would make a set of Christmas stamps. And so I used the ephemera because I put that template on some dimensionals. It lifts it up, and that it creates kind of a pocket here for my ephemera. And that's what I put in there, different ephemera pieces. This bow is part of the ephemera, so I put that on there as well. And there's some little gold decorative pieces that I got from the ephemera packet. There's hearts and stars in the ephemera packet. And then the bow is also from the ephemera packet. So, you know, it's a good way to use up your dies. I mean, I use my dies and stamp sets all the time. So you can mix and match, and that's if you're going to, if you have inventory, why not use it, right? Old and new, use it. All right. And then this is a good example. This is the green card. This is, I'm feeling it. This is the envelope. But I put it on an A2 size card base. And then this is part of the sentiment packet, the gold foil. And they're very delicate. So I used a sponge to apply the glue on the back, and then, you know, put it on my card. And this wreath comes from an old, let me see here, an old, trying to find it so I can share it with you. an old paper pumpkin stamp set. So this is Joy to the World, and it was in 2020. So you see the wreath right here. So I just stamped it out of shaded spruce. I actually stamped 2 of them, and then I stacked them to give it some elevation. I used some red adhesive dots that I've had in my bling bucket, and so I just used those to indicate like holly or decorations on my wreath. And then I used some ribbon I had in my stash, but I did want to share. I forgot I have this, and so I was kind of disappointed in myself, but we have this ribbon in our store. It has the gold edging, and this is absolutely beautiful. It would be beautiful on any card. So I just wanted to share that with you. And then the last card that I'm going to share with you is a slimline. Now, it's not a secret that I love slimlines. And so for my slimlines, I start with a 7x6 piece of cardstock. I scored down the middle of the 7-inch side, so the finished card when folded would be 6 by 3.5. And I used ephemera here and an image from the image package. And so the snowman and the tree are images. Now this little star, I used one of the star dies from the Merriest of Tree die sets. And I just used that to decorate it. And then I used the iridescent rhinestones to resemble snow. And I also did want to tell you there's a couple of cards that I made with trees, and I used the real red and peppermint adhesive backed dots. So these are really useful for your Christmas cards as well. Now, something I wanted to show you that's a little bit different, because if you go to YouTube, you can, there are a lot of us demonstrators that have extended that envelope and card kit into mini cards, and it's always worthwhile to go and see what others have done. Not only can you case those cards, I'm pretty sure there isn't anyone that cares, but also it can help you in your whatever, if you want to create. So I quickly want to go on and share with you this scrapbook page that I created. I used the little circular images from the ephemera pack, and I used the gold die from the Country Birdhouse die set to create this like chain with a bow. I used the die set from the Merriest Trees to create the tree, and also, like I said, I used some of these peppermint adhesive dots to decorate the tree. The 2 images of presents came from the ephemera packet, as well as the teddy bear. And then my journaling spot is a die that came from one of the die sets. I can't remember offhand which one, but how simple is that to just run that through your die machine. And then, of course, here is the blue card base from the card set, the card and envelope set. And I'll put my picture right there. And then I have little clusters of the pine here. And then I used the Christmas sentiment, foil sentiment, to name my page. And then also this little ephemera piece, which is a little jingle bell, I put here on the corner. So you can see that the images and cards are not just for cards. You can extend it for other ideas as well. And here's another idea. I love my planner. It just creates an easy flow, weekly flow for my life. And so I use the ephemera to decorate it. I like to divide my pages from the top to the bottom. It's like a beginning and an end. And I use my strips like from the, this is Take a Bow Designer Series paper. I always end up with these strips, and they can be anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch wide. but this happens to be 6 inches, and it's just perfect for those to divide up this area. And also uses up those scraps, right? I don't like to throw pieces away, but if you can't use them, what's the point of taking up space, right? But anyway, I also used that little cup that you saw on the pocket card. I traced it to make my own cup so I could create the illusion of hot apple cider. This is an ephemera piece from the packet. It's like dried apples, cinnamon sticks, and star anise, and that's perfect for making hot apple cider, right? And then, you know, once I did those strips with the designer series paper, that would tie this side, the left bottom to the right bottom, and I used some image pieces that I thought looked like cookies. So cookies and hot apple cider, that's good, right? And then I do like to divide up my sidebar into the weekly goals and the things that I'm thankful for. So this thankful stamp did come from the Autumn Leaves stamp set. And then these, the word goals is some old stickers that I had when I first started scrapbooking. I even had to put glue on the back because they lose their sticky if you keep them too long. But you know, this works for me. Now, this isn't not the current year, but I used it for an example, and these aren't on here really tight, so I'll put them on my planner when I go to do the first week of December. So first week of December is a little bit off, and even though I like to plan things, I can't quite plan that far ahead as far as detailed as my planner gets. But I do just go ahead and write the day of the week up there so I can see it at a glance. And then I usually use Mondays to make my phone calls, make my appointments, do my texting, do my emailing. And then I use this ephemera piece to remind me this slot is going to be reserved for responding to those calls, responding to those emails, paying bills, whatever has to do with the things that have been filed in the to-do list that require paper, pencil, and a phone. And then I will put on my appointments as needed, and I'll just decorate. And yeah, I use those ephemera pieces for a planner spread. So whether you're going to use them for a planner or a scrapbook or even cards, it's a win-win situation with the gold dipped card pack and ephemera pack. So again, I'll invite you to Rita's Paper Motif to see finished products and tutorials. And I want to thank you for stopping by today, and you have a great week. Bye now.